Morning, everyone. You're live. It makes me giggle that bit. Simple things amuse simple minds, I suppose, but it makes me giggle every time. You're live. Just in case you didn't know, you're live. One today. So this is my 7th day now without a seizure from my epilepsy after 11 days of non-stop seizures, caused and brought on by the fact that I got some virus. And after doing so well, we're talking 140 days plus, using cannabis oil, advocating cannabis oil, getting a bit of an audience on my Facebook before they banned me again. For no fucking reason. Apparently I breached Facebook community standards by posting a video about someone who'd been saying things about me. And I consider all the videos I've put on about the government and about individuals and topics and all the hassle I've had. I've never once had a video taken down like that. I'm banned for 30 days. Oh, the other time I got banned for 30 days, I called the New World Order the Jew World Order. Banned for 30 days for saying the Jew World Order. Woo! I thought we were supposed to be fighting fascism, and that's why we have capitalism, and that's why we have politics, and we're supposed to not be like dictated to. But anyway, we all know the world's a mess. We all know it's run by lunatics. I don't need to waste my time now waffling on about that. I'm talking Freemasons, Illuminati, children getting abused, warmongers. Woo! This video is about me using my cannabis oil to manage my epilepsy and trying to show to others that it's possible to not use medication and to leave them to gauge for themselves. Because when I've done these in the past, I've noticed through the comment section quite a lot of people saying how you're feeling. You're looking better. They can tell by my appearance, they're saying you seem calmer in yourself. Compared to how I am when I come out of a seizure, I can be quite scatty, disorganised. I would say this is my worst one I've ever had. It's really took my feet out this time. Even a week on, I'm kind of a bit like, It's the only way I can describe my brain. Every time I think and try and think, my head hurts. I almost feel like, is that deja vu feeling coming on? So I'm kind of coming to the conclusion-ish now, amongst other things that I'm trying. So take a little bit longer to get out of bed in the morning. That's when my seizures seem to start. Try and stay out the bathroom for 10 minutes. That's where my seizures seem to start. But I feel like absolute shit today. I think I've got a cold or something. Been brewing for the last few days. Been on the lemon water. Trying all sorts. Let some onions yesterday with me tea. A bit of garlic down me. Just trying to do what I can. A bit of basil in my food. Just trying to do what I can to using my oils, obviously, for my epilepsy. Doing what I can to manage this epilepsy and also manage my health naturally, because we don't need medication. We don't need pharmaceuticals. We've got by for a long time. There was ancient civilizations far greater than ours with far better medical knowledge. That knowledge is suppressed. It's hidden from us so people can make money. I think that the cocaine that they use in medical products, I think I seen something interesting the other day. A bag of coke is so much, but that same coke when it's in medication is worth 10 times more. That's how corrupt the pharmaceutical industry is. It's cheaper to get the drugs off your local fucking backstreet dealer. The one who's illegal, who's breaking the law. Right, but let's conform to the law and let's pay 10 times over the odds with taxpayers' money. That doesn't have any money for infrastructure. That doesn't have any money to investigate child abuse. That doesn't have any money for the NHS. Blah, 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 blah. Money for war, money for drugs, money for everything apart from the people who are actually paying that money for the system where they live. But fuck it. You know, I live in the same world where I'm going to have to watch numerous members of my family die through cancer. I've already lost a member. I've lost a couple of members through cancer, but I've already lost someone not too long ago. And I had to sit back and let me explain to you how much of a mess the world is. So someone close to me was dying. I wanted to go to that person and give them cannabis oil. I wanted to bend over backwards and do anything I could to try and at least show them what cannabis oil is and the benefit from it. But you know, the world I live in and the perception of reality where I got brought up about what the world is, I would have been seen as disrespectful to mention it to my family member. Maybe, you know, they don't need this right now. So I didn't tell that family member, and that dragged me over the to this day. It still hurts. It really does, and that's the world I live in. And that family member obviously passed away sadly. It's a terrible thing, grief. It's a terrible thing to regret. It's a terrible thing to look back. But you know, this is the bit where obviously people laugh and probably go, I thought this guy was a bit switched on, now he's a dickhead. I'm not spiritual in any way. I don't believe in religions on that basis. I'm spiritual in terms of I believe in energy. I've seen them energies, I've felt them energies, but not in terms of religion. So I'm not religious. I was brought up religious. My family's quite religious, you know. But when I went on one of my seizures one time, I don't want to allude too much into it. As I entered them seizures, I obviously had a lot on my mind. Now, during them seizures, they went on for 7 days. I don't remember. I haven't got the faintest recollection of most of it. My nan said the first thing I did when I woke up and looked at her is said, "My granddad is okay. He's waiting for you." Kind of knocked me off my feet when my nan told me that. I've apparently said other things. I do remember getting this overwhelming feeling that I'd let my relative down, who I've just mentioned. And when I came out of that seizure, it was really overwhelming. Do you know when you've had an issue or a problem or something, and you've suddenly resolved that issue, and the person's basically gone, sort of, it's okay, like, I forgive you, I love. It's a really hard feeling to understand, and at that point, not too long ago, it kind of made me consider, am I having some sort of a religious experience? And now, since come to discover that a lot of people who have severe epilepsy can suddenly start thinking it's a religious experience. It's a common thing. They suddenly start thinking they've been touched by some sort of a god. They're on some sort of a journey. I'm not saying that isn't the case, but I'm not. My brain doesn't think like that. I believe what I see, and what I see is an energy far greater than any god and any religion, any sky daddy, anyone who wants to get on their knees and say, pray to this, pray to that. They're all man-made. The energy that made mankind is far greater than us. It's infinite. It's all around us. And then humans come along, typical like stuff. And we've invented religion. We know everything. And the ones who haven't got a clue or are too lazy, they just follow along. This must be the answer, the way to live. Seeing's believing. So I would never sit there and preach to everything that I've seen and everything that I've felt, because we're all on our own journey. Our journey is at different stages. So who am I to tell people what to do and what to think? Who am I to tell you where your journey is going to take you? Who am I to say, I've seen this, I've seen that, that's how it is? May as well be a fucking religious preacher. Do you know what I mean? I forgive you for your sins. You have been blessed by the Lord. Jeez. So, back to the basis of the video. Woke up feeling like absolute shit. Did want to go to the gym today. It's obviously not going to happen. Did want to do some other things. Possibility. But at the minute, it's looking like it's medication time. It's got to be the biggest downside when you have your seizures. The whole... Not only do I not remember things, you know, I can't gauge what I'm doing each day. I feel like I almost can't make plans, and if I do make plans, I could get up at any day, any moment, and those plans go out the window. And kind of how I felt today. So just gonna go pen. I've been having up to 1.5 grams a day. So I've been taking it in up to 1.5 grams in 0.5 gram increments. Well, today I'm just going to take the full 1.5 grams in the morning and see where to go on. See if I do feel like I need more at dinner. See if it lasts me through to the day, because there is no dose. Everyone's dose is different. It's only a guideline, and I haven't got any qualifications. I'm just going by, you know, trial and error. So it may well be that I have all these and I fall asleep for the day. I highly doubt it, but may well be that I feel groggy, or it may well be that I have them and feel on top of the world, and even end up managing to go to the gym. You know, I just know that that's going to protect me from any seizures. That's going to help what's going on in my brain. It's going to help me relax my thoughts. So, bottoms up. Someone actually said in a cafe the other day, the taste of cannabis oil made them heave. I don't know what cannabis oil you've been sold. I think cannabis oil has actually got quite a nice taste to it. When it's done properly, it's got nothing in it, but each to their own. And what I try and do, I try and hold this in my mouth. That's why my teeth are so bad. A lot of people try and put me down for my teeth, but I hold this in my mouth because I've come to understand, here's another bit of information, that apparently when we hold it under a tongue, there's receptors there, and is it cannabinoid receptors, or basically that oil goes into your body better, taking it in from under your tongue than what it does from swallowing it. Inevitably some will be swallowed, but the idea is to keep it under the tongue. The idea is to protect against seizures. And the idea is just to get through another day and just carry on, but I am struggling at the minute. I am finding things hard. But in true Anthony Abel style, I'm just going to get on with it. See you all soon. Thanks for listening. Have a marvellous day. 11 and a half minutes. I think I got a bit carried away with myself today. I'll try and keep it back down to 5 minutes next time. Sorry. I'm a bit of a talker.